Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Smacked into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back Jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
From the sun and the warmth to the wind and the chill. Once again, from the ballpark at Hudson, this is the 2026 Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament as Release takes on the Midwest Stars on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Hello, everyone. Once again, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you. Now this afternoon, it's close enough to noon. I make the rules around here. It is now the afternoon, and the storms, they are coming. The wind is whipping through here at Hudson. I have my banner up off to our left on the porch. I can just hear that thing whipping in the wind. You can look at the trees off to our left and right. It is windy here. The ball might carry better in game number 2. You had the Midwest Stars playing their first game of the season against Release, who won their earlier game. And now they look to make it 2 for 2 as they look to make it to the winner's bracket on Monday over at Lakewood High School. A really similar lineup today in game number 2 for Release. A big difference, of course, pitching. It is going to be Chase Clifford out of Revere on the mound. Not officially on the roster, but he will make his debut this season here as a guest player for now, potentially a full-time player. This is the weekend where there are some guest players that eventually become permanent and mainstays in the rotation. This could be just another example of it for Release. They were the away team in game number 1. They have the luxury of being home in game number 2. The Midwest Stars, it'll be baptism by fire for them. Of course, both teams, the biggest key to victory right now, score before the storms. If we play 4 and it rains, guess what? We're done. Be ready to go. Go out here and play your game. 11:40 is the start time. 1:40 p.m. is the cutoff to begin a new inning, as we saw that happen in game number 1. Leading it off for the Stars, it is going to be Teddy Macarone. We are ready to go. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. Clifford gets us going. And he will just miss outside. But Teddy Macarone, the senior out of Kent Roosevelt High School, he is heading to Mount Union next year. That is not the only time that we will say that about somebody in this Stars lineup today, so make sure you keep your ears ready for that one. The Midwest Stars, they typically do produce a couple of Mount Union players. We saw it last year with Grady Eater out of field. And in years past, we've seen plenty of guys come out of the Stars. Sharp grounder to get the game going up the middle over towards second, and it is an easy put out for Braden Harrison for out number 1. A nice hard ground ball over towards second base. Not an easy one necessarily to bring in, but Harrison does well to knock it down and make the play, and that'll bring in Jacob Garcia, the center fielder. Wearing number 12 today, the senior out of Stobad at 288 this year, 11 for 12 on stolen bases, and was second team All-Suburban. Of course, last summer played for the H24 Longhorn DeBoard team in the end. Playing for the Stars now, a lot of those guys going their separate ways as Aaron DeBoard now coaches over at Cloverleaf. The 0-1, swing and a miss. And might I add, he did a great job this year. Cloverleaf is on the up and up, and a big reason why is Aaron DeBoard. And I'm sure a lot of the guys around that program will attest to that as well. Clifford's 0-2. Garcia fouls it away, and it's off the pole. For the first time today, we've had one ricochet off the pole and back into play. Sometimes when you do games for a long time, those little things become a lot more interesting than they would be at 8 a.m. Prime example here as that one is in the dirt. I think if that's the first play of the game, maybe I'm excited. Maybe a couple games later, I don't care. But it's off the pole now. We're excited for the pole. It's a nuance. We love it. Clifford back to work for the 1-2. Backs out Garcia and misses inside. It'll be interesting to see how the zone changes, as I believe this is a new crew. 2 different uniforms. We have a true powder blue behind the plate, and we have dark blue over at first. Here's the 2-2 now from Clifford. A good take from Garcia, and we are full. But it's very rare to see that. You look down at first, you have the navy blue top, and behind the plate, it's the powder blue.
Good color match, sort of, to release as well. Count full on Garcia. Clifford, the payoff pitch. A good piece over towards second base again. It's Harrison. He's 2 for 2 on putouts, 2 away. He is getting his money's worth over at second base to begin game number 2. It'll be interesting to see if fatigue does affect this release team at all as the game goes on. Just playing over 2 hours of baseball against Premier moments ago. Now in the 3 spot, here comes Joey Artali, the right fielder out of Kenston High School. Of course, Kenston, the 2023 Division II OHSAA state champion. They had a great team a few years back, and since then, they've been trying to build right back up to it. They do have Cooked up for the next couple of years. He'll be a big piece for them. We saw this Kenston team earlier this season. They were up big on Holy Name. In the end, the Namers come back down by 10 to win that game. It was an obscure game. It was one of those that you'll always remember because of how weird the outcome was. Kenston then in the end bowed out to NDCL in round 1 of the OHSAA tournament in Division III. Clifford's 1-1, Artali, a strong foul back. And we'll see Andrew Fender, his teammate, in a little bit, who is also the other Mount Union commit in the lineup today for the Midwest Stars. Count 1-2 on the right fielder, Artali. Clifford looking for a 1-2-3 inning to begin the day. Artali flies it, well foul, and out of play it goes. A good strike down the right field line as well. There's a parent out there. You can semi-see them by that moving car that just went by, jogging for the ball, and it'll be interesting to see where that one officially landed. And wow, it went a lot further than I thought. The 1-2 Artali swings and misses. Clifford, a 1-2-3 inning to begin his day on the mound. 1 strikeout as well for good measure. To the bottom of the first inning we go. Powers, Harrison, Pesh. 1-2-3 due up for release.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
It's Trey Powers leading off for release in the bottom of the first inning. No score as you are watching the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament on the into center field. A nice piece of hitting there for Trey Powers, and the leadoff man is aboard for release just like that. Those are the hits that'll make release win this game quick. You get out ahead of a baseball, that quick jump, good swing from Powers. He DH'd in the last game because he was pitching. And I'm sure release will benefit getting back their leadoff hitter in game number 2, and they'll bring in Braden Harrison. But this team wasting no time getting back to work, picking up where they left off last game, scoring 12 on Premier. As well on the mound for the Midwest Stars, it is going to be Josh Moore in game number 1 for them today. Had a .179 ERA this past season for Stowe. A really good campaign for him, and you're seeing why he did as he quickly is up 0-2. 4 walks to 34 punch-outs. He was unreal for the Bulldogs in his senior season. And now he looks for his first strikeout of the summer. Runner goes, pitch is low, throw down to second is not there. It'll skip into the outfield as Powers will take his stolen base. First run of the day in game number 2, now in scoring position for release. Once again, for pitching, they want to make this one go quick. They need to save pitching. They understand that going forward, especially with some tough teams coming up. Here's the 1-2, and it'll be fouled away by Harrison. As well, Moore, it is worth noting, not hitting today, but was 1 for 3 this past season for Stowe. Was primarily a PO, but I'm going to guess he hit on senior night. That is what happens quite a lot, and we saw with Brody Bugera over at Alliance, a PO that got to hit on his senior night. So once again, the 1-2, a good poke over towards the right side, bobbled at first. The throw to 1 is just in time. A good cover play from Moore for out number 1. Well, that'll move up the opening run 90 feet, now standing at third. And with 1 away, that'll bring in Cam Pesh. Pesh closed out the game on the mound for game number 1. And his goal now is to drive in Trey Powers standing at third. Once again, rain is expected to start falling here in a little while. So we'll see how long it takes for that to happen. Hopefully we'll get a good chunk of the game in before that does eventually happen. As Pesh puts this one over towards short, the throw to 1 is on the money for out number 2. But Powers comes in and scores. It's a 1-0 lead for release, courtesy of Cam Pesh. It's team baseball, timely hitting, whatever you want to call it. They need to drive in a run. They sacrifice the out, but as we've said, anybody will take that trade. You surrender an out, you give the run. Boom. 1-0. And now you can breathe a little bit easier going into the second inning. The ump, though, maybe not so much as he gets hit on that foul tip from Berglund. An unfortunate one that just kind of tipped back. Berglund going 3 for 4 in game number 1 today. A really good performance as he was our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. Looking at player of the week, which I will say has a weird cutoff because of this tournament. It'll be through games on Monday opposed to Sunday. Right now in a good spot to be nominated. But of course, the championship games do have 2 reserve slots in the 4-man poll. So we'll see what ends up happening there. 0-2 count on Berglund, and he will take off the plate for ball 1. And again, since it's pretty much all high school level players, it is going to be the same player of the week vote like we did last month, all the way around, which we'll have player of the month coming out soon as well. The 1-2, Berglund takes low. And once again, we do thank every one of our viewers for watching during the high school baseball season. A lot of really good games, including some good college games too. The 2-2, Berglund again will take in We Are Full. I believe we got to just around the 50-game mark in around 2.5 months. A lot of good games, of course, starting with Tri-C and ending with Alliance versus Padua District Final Baseball. The payoff pitch, Berglund stays alive, tipping it away. An excellent battle here from Bobby Berglund. And speaking of the Bruins, they did end Berglund's season along with the Preppers. So once more, Moore will try to get out of the inning. Instead, Berglund, a tater deep to center field, and it is going to drop out of the center fielder's glove. Berglund, he is cruising to second and will stop there. A tough play to make over the back shoulder, and I believe this is where we will refer to game changer to see what the call is. Will that be an error or will that be a double? I'm leaning error. I want to watch it back here just to see, because that is one of those that it could be scored either way, just based on what you want to see out of the play. We'll see here. Game changer will score it a double. I'm fine with that. So it'll be a double for Berglund McKee over towards short. The throw to 1. It is on the money, and the inning is over. A nice throw over from Hilkert at third. His second put out of the inning. But the scoring starts courtesy of an RBI ground out via Cam Pesh. Through 1 at Hudson. 1-0 your score, release on top of the Midwest Stars.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Chase Clifford looks to keep it going on the mound for release in the top of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Midwest Stars as you are watching the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Game number 1 belonging to release 12-4. The final score in that matchup, of course, some early runs for Premier. 10 straight for release. Premier then got 2 back to make it a 6-run game. Release then in the top of the 6th, slammed the door shut, plating 2 more to give us our 12-4 scoreline. And so far in game number 2, Campeche driving in the lone run, which was Trey Powers, who singled earlier on in the inning. Counts it at 1-1 on the leadoff hitter, Cyndia. And an excuse me tip there, not even a swing, just kind of hit off the bat and pokes foul. But for Michael Cyndia, the senior out of Wadsworth High School, he'll be heading to the Canton area for his collegiate career in the fall, going off to the Pios of Malone. Clifford, the 1-2 is high. And of course, he will be one of the first members of the class of 2030 to experience the new Moose logo over at Malone. Here's the 2-2. Clifford just high. We're full. Good battle here for Cyndia, really not having to do too much, just waiting for his pitch. But of course, being patient in a game like this is easier said than done when you're losing. As well, we did see a little bit of drizzle a little bit ago during the break. We'll see if that does continue or not, but the wind, it has continued to pick up. Clifford's payoff pitch, a good drive from Cyndia over towards second, but again, Harrison is there for out number 1. 3 putouts today for Braden Harrison in game number 2. His defense has been stellar for release. He is stepping up at a big moment for this team. A lot of good balls being put in play. A lot of strong contact too. Clifford right now, contact pitching outing. He needs his defense to pick him up. Braden Harrison has been there time and time again to do just that. And with 1 away, that'll now bring us to John Eastep, the second baseman. Eastep wearing number 16 out of Kent Roosevelt High School. First team All-Suburban, Division III All-District Honorable Mention via the OHSBCA. But he is quickly down in the count 0-2. Chase Clifford looking stellar so far this afternoon for release. His 0-2, it is there for strike 3 looking. 2 up, 2 down. That strikeout coming on 3 pitches. Chase Clifford, 5 up, 5 down, 2 punchies. This is looking to be a really good outing for Chase Clifford, one that he has been looking for. Of course, with Revere having Andon Bender behind him at shortstop was a big help this year. That Revere team always producing some good talents, and a lot of those guys now playing for the Mountaineer Lumber Company. Jason Cottrell, the head coach over at Revere, one of their most winning coaches. Coaches that summer team in year number 1, won the WRCL last year. In year number 2, made it to the NABF World Series champion, bowing out to the now 4-time consecutive winners, the Stark County Terriers. But that team brings back a lot of their talents, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about a Stark County Terrier team going up against the Mountaineer Lumber Company again, but a reversed result at Munson in July. And that would speak a lot about what Cottrell has built, not just at Revere, but a lot of the guys coming back. It was Ange Levac a few years ago who had a big hit to help them beat Stark County in the semifinals in 24. But that Revere factory just really talented, and Clifford, another product of it. The 2-1, a good drive into left center field, and it is going to get down in the gap. It's the first base knock of the season for the Midwest Stars, and it comes from Blake Hilkert, the third baseman. Plenty of pent-up aggression from his last high school game, and he uses it right there. Just finished up his time at Talmadge. Got no hit by Josh Lipp in his last game in a district semifinal loss, 10-0 to Lake. But his bat is active here as he has the Stars' first hit of the game. And here comes number 2. Another good shot into left center field. So back-to-back base hits. Hilkert the first one, and Andrew Fender, the DH, gets the second. Just like that, the tying run in scoring position for the Midwest Stars. This offense really starting to find their groove, and that'll bring up Nick Roberts. Playing in left field. The senior out of Kent Roosevelt High School played for a 15-9 Riders team who ended up bowing out in the district semi 6-1 to Archbishop Hoban. Roberts that time will take a strike. It felt like for a second the Midwest Stars were just going to jump out at anything. Really aggressive so far. It has been fun to watch. And we'll see if they can scratch across a run here in the top of the second inning. Roberts had the right idea, but lines it foul down the right side. I believe that is pseudo first base coach Artali down there. But Joey Artali, I don't think that was part of the job description for him in the first base coaching box. 2-strike count on Roberts. And that one misses high from Clifford. Looking ahead to the bottom of the second inning. For release, it is Poppy Shock, D'Angelo, and Collins, 6, 7, and 8 due up. Now Clifford's 1-2. It's in the dirt and blocked by Berglund. As well, it is worth noting that both teams are using the EH, which is allowed according to the Diamond League tournament rules, so they will each be batting 10 players. And I think a lot of that is simply just to go and have everybody play. Here's the 2-2. Roberts again towards Artali at first and down the line. Now, I do want to point this out because they do it in Alliance too, and that is why I am okay with it. The air raid siren has just gone off. It is noon on a Saturday. A lot of cities will test theirs at noon on Saturday. Alliance is no different. Otherwise, I would have just been having a heart attack up here in the box. Here's the 2-2. Roberts will foul it back. So the battle continues. But just given the storms coming in, that is not the best time to bring out the siren test. Maybe the worst possible time. We're still here. That's good. Clifford will try the 2-2 again. Roberts this time swings and misses. The inning is over. 2 strikeouts this time around for Chase Clifford. He now has 3 on the day. 2 runners on. No damage done by the Stars. Middle of 2 in Hudson. It is released up 1-0 on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to the ballpark at Hudson. 1-0 your score in the bottom of the second inning as you are watching the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. It is going to be Poppy Shock, D'Angelo, and Collins 6-8 due up for release here in the bottom half of the inning. The first pitch of the inning, a deep drive to right field, still carrying, and it is going to be tracked down and caught. A nice job by Joey Artali in deep right field to make the play for out number one. Poppy Shock's drive just kept carrying. It looked like it was going to easily get down over the right fielder, but in the end, Artali played it perfectly. A big reason why that first step, it always has to be back. Artali does just that, and in the end is able to catch up to that baseball just barely. But just barely gets the job done in this exercise as there is strike one to D'Angelo. Leo D'Angelo starting in left field this game. Just finished up his junior campaign at St. Ed's. Catching-wise, a 220 to 233 pop time. But from what we've heard, more of an outfielder for the Eagles. The 0-1 will miss. And I do believe a lot of the catching duties this season, if not all, will belong to Bobby Berglund. It's just been so stellar for them so far, and of course, for University as well. But D'Angelo, a good rip into left center field, and it is going to drop over the center fielder and go over the fence. It is going to be a ground rule double for Leo D'Angelo. Plenty of pop on that swing, drove it out to the deepest spot in the ballpark, and has it hop over. Second extra base hit of the game for release, the first coming from Berglund. Both going in that center field area, but just a beautiful drive that just kept carrying. And in the end, it drops and bounces over the fence. So just like that, release is in business with one down, setting up Jack Collins, the first baseman. We've already seen him barrel a baseball today for a triple. This release team, plenty of pop so far to begin the summer. Of course, today's goal is going 2-0 and advancing to tomorrow, trying to do it again before going into Monday with tournament silverware on their mind. If they can continue to play like this and have the pitching depth that they realistically can have, I wouldn't be surprised to see this release team walk out of the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament with the crown in hand. I'd be kind of surprised if they didn't. Here's Moore's 0-2, and Collins puts it down the right field line, but foul. Again, had the right idea, but too much curve in the end. Wreak havoc. It's their mantra for a reason. And again, this release team, just one of the many in the area, really telling the story of Ohio high school talent coming together and creating these super teams, so to speak. We saw last year with Release Edwards, that group, out of this world. Again, the 0-2. That time, Collins swings and misses. The throw to third on the steal is not in time. So in the end, D'Angelo will take his base as Collins is the sacrifice to make it happen. 2 down now in the second as Josh Moore gets his first strikeout of the day. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Austin Mihalik, out of right field. A chance to get an insurance run on the board before the end of the second inning. Moore will just miss high for ball one. Just past noon, 12:06 local time. Today has gone by relatively fast so far, though. Good grounder over towards second. It's a tough play. Moore will have to cover from the mound, and the side is retired. That is a great team play to make for a group of guys who just came together playing their first game of the summer. You see over at first base, Stewart charged that ball. Estep having to go for it at second. Moore has to get there. He does in the end, and that saves a run. Miscommunication there would have killed the Midwest Stars, but in the end, they know what they're doing. Moore, an excellent job picking that one up, and as well from short, Macaron, he was there to back it up if anything went wrong. That was a great team play all the way around for the Stars, and they will keep this one only at 1-0. Release's defense looking to nail it down again in the third. Clifford, stellar so far for Release, up 1-0 on the Stars.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Two quick innings to begin game number 2 of our doubleheader. 1-0 your score, courtesy of Posh so far. That's the only damage. Cam Pesh, that single, or rather RBI ground out, the damage. Powers came around to score. The Midwest Stars, they came close last inning. They put 2 on. In the end, just couldn't get it done. But still plenty of time. At the same time, though, plenty of work to do as we begin the third inning with a strike. Chase Clifford has been excellent on the mound so far for Release. Through 2 innings, 2 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts, no runs. A really good beginning to his summer campaign for Release. And this inning, he will have the test of taking down Mason Stewart, Eddie Williams, and Teddy Macarello back at the top of the order. 9-10-1 for the Stars. The 1-1, hello, it's off his back. A ringer against Mason Stewart. He appears to be okay, and he will take his base at first. First hard 90 of the day surrendered by Clifford. That one is going to sting. But the Finley commit will definitely take that one. And the umpires are going to go and have a word about this one. We'll see here. I think it was more just positioning than anything. There was nothing wrong with what happened other than, of course, the control miscue from Clifford. But no harm, no foul. The trade-off, a free base for the Midwest Stars. They'll take that trade-off. And a 1-0 count to begin the at-bat for Eddie Williams, the catcher. Just finished his senior season over at Stowe, and while he won't be playing collegiate baseball at the D1 level, he is going to Cincinnati in the fall. That time, chases the high heat and tips it back. But 18U, it's a lot of guys going to play at the next level, but at the same time, a lot of guys just playing at the end of their career, going out for one more summer to go and have fun with their guys. The 1-1 misses wide. And when I played 18U 2 seasons ago now, I was in the latter boat of just kind of going out there and playing for the love of the game. Didn't really play in too many games. I was looking back at the stats. I believe I only had 17 at-bats. As that ball does get away from Clifford. But I thought I played a lot more than I did. I kind of played in a relief effort. Missed a lot of tournaments doing broadcasting. But when I played, it was fun. I had a couple nice infield singles, and we went with it. But that's what 18U is. It's a lot of guys getting ready for the next level, which we did have 2 guys on our roster go and play at the next level. Adam Turos for a season over at Tri-C, Joey Flanagan a season at Tri-C, and now a season at Bryan and Stratton. But other than that, a bunch of guys just going out there one last time. Here's the 3-1, and it is driven foul. But you look at Williams this season, 2 doubles, 2 RBI, 17 games. Not a bad way to go out for Stowe. And that Stowe team wasn't bad either. Full count 3-2 here on the number 10 hitter. And he will take it inside for ball 4. It is back-to-back free passes. Teddy Macaron at the top of the order will take back over. No outs, 2 on. This is a prime spot for him and for the Midwest Stars to get back in this game. Keeping this Release offense at bay is not an easy thing to do, and we saw that in game number 1. The Stars have given themselves an in. Release, though, they need to give themselves an out of this inning. They need to find a win condition, so to speak. Here's the bunt. A tough play to make over towards the left side. Strong throw on the money from Clifford for out number 1. They will get Macaron, but the other 2 runners will both move up. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Jacob Garcia to deal with. Productive out. Selfless baseball. Well done again by the Midwest Stars. Their main head coach not even here today, but this team looks like they have played together since January. Non-stop games. This team has played so well and so smart. It's been impressive. And Garcia, he nearly gets hit there. But for Garcia, once again, a 288 average, 13 RBIs, 4 doubles, 3 triples, and 1 home run in the spring for Stowe. And again, he gets backed out. Plenty of extra base hits, though. 8 extra base hits, got thrown out once in 12 attempts, stealing bases. A good do-it-all player for the Bulldogs. And a good do-it-all player for the Midwest Stars. And right now, doing it all is just waiting for a pitch that he can take the other way. As well, the infield is starting to kind of creep in for Release. They want to cut off that run at home. The 2-0 wide for ball 3. And forget about that. You will have a force play at home if there is another ball. That definitely does change your approach here if you are Chase Clifford. This is not a normal 3-0. You attack, but also have to understand if you give him something too good, he is going to swing. And in this case, he will take a strike, which is the right call. If that was perfect, though, I would give him the green light. You're seeing how well you hit last inning. Try and keep it going. Now 3-1, I would be a little aggressive. That time gets aggressive, but cuts right through. It's the right idea. This Midwest Stars team, if they put the ball in play, can do a lot of damage, but right now, you just need to get on. And a full count, a tough spot to do it. But Garcia, again, will take a ball. Pretty much every single ball missed inside, and he did the same exact thing 3 times. Just had to kind of back out and hope for the best. But with that, the bases are loaded. The wind is starting to whip again. Our beautiful flag off towards our left at the football stadium. It is whipping in the wind, too. But now here comes Joey Artali, a chance to really blow this game open. And he might do just that. A good drive into right field. And it is going to get down for extra bases. Joey Artali has done it for the Stars. 1 run will score. Now a second. They will send a third home. And he will score 2. It is a bases clearing 3 RBI double for Joey Artali. From down 1 to up 2 go the Stars. Make it 3-1 Midwest. What a swing from Joey Artali. That ball carried with the wind. Took full advantage of the conditions. And from there, it was off to the races for the Midwest Stars. Take a bow, Joey Artali. Now that'll bring up Michael Cyndia now. But Artali, 32 hits this past season for Kenston, a team high. That's why. Now 1 for 2 on the day. Overall this year now 33 hits, 20 RBIs, and 12 doubles in 27 games. For club and school, he has been stellar. The 1-0 misses wide for ball 2. This inning starting to quickly get away from Release, and they will get some action in the bullpen. And I believe with it, the rain is returning. So not a good concoction here for Release, but the perfect storm, no pun intended, for the Stars, as they will get another good drive deep to center. This one will be caught. Artali will have to sprint back to second as he is in there. I think he felt that ball was going to carry a little bit more with the wind. Either way, it's a flyout for out number 2, and I kind of thought it was going to go a little bit further too. Puts India a good piece on it, and that'll bring up John Estep. Either way, the Midwest Stars, what a response. They've been there. They've been knocking on the door. They got a couple of hits last inning. This time, they put it together courtesy of Joey Artali. Clifford, though, continues to miss inside. It's that same back out that we saw from Garcia a few at-bats ago now with Estep. He needs to attack on the outer edge more. At the same time, though, if you give him something to go Oppo Taco, he will take it down the right field line like Artali. Or like this, it has a chance to get down, but it will be caught in right by Mihalik to end the inning. So the right idea there, the same game script expected if he attacked outside. It does go there. They get the out, but not before they say hello to Joey Artali. A bases-clearing 3 RBI double. The Stars, one moment down by 1, but the parting word, 3-1. It's the Stars up by 2 in the middle of the third.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
The way the radar looks right now, we are going to need some Gordon Lightfoot up in here. The storms are coming. The gales of June are not to be messed with, and we are going to get them very soon. The rain continuing to kind of drizzle down here at Hudson, but 3-1. The Midwest Stars, courtesy of Joey Artali, do a job. They bring in 3, and now they are on the front foot, which is really impressive given how this game started. It looked like Chase Clifford was going to come out here, dominate, start to finish, and Release would walk out of here 2-0, but that is far from a given right now. They do have a really strong offense, though, coming up here. It is going to be Higgins, then Top. And Higgins in a 3-0 count, a good spot for him. And he will take ball 4. So 4 pitches to begin the at-bat, and he is easily aboard. And that'll bring up the tying run in Trey Powers. Of course, with the storms coming in, if we do see thunder/lightning, don't know how much of it's going to be thunder because of the heat, but we're going to try to get as much of this game in as possible. If we get through 4, the game counts. I think that is the goal for both teams right now, and I'm sure the tournament too, as you don't want to really extend pull play into Monday. Or make tomorrow go into the deep hours, as this one is played over towards second. They get the out at 2, and at 1, they will not. It'll be a basic fielder's choice for out number 1, but nearly a 4-6-3 double play. A nice job up the middle by Estep and Macaron to make the play happen at second. Powers, though, that speed, it kills, and that's the reason why it's not a double play. He is just one of those speedy guys that you rely on. They get on base, they do their thing, and they go from there. You look back to last July, though, for Trey Powers, a .588 average, 12 RBIs, a 1.856 OPS in 9 games last summer. He was out of this world for Release. A lot of those guys at the 16U level just caught fire at the right time. Again, an ABF season, you have to be at your best. And they were. Moore's 1-0 will miss low. So 2-0 count here on Harrison. Braden so far has had a lot of action come to him at second base defensively, which he has dealt with quite nicely. Moore gets back to work, and Harrison gets underneath at a high pop-up over towards short. It is Macaron, and he will make the grab. And I believe it actually got down. I think he let that one go, and they took the out that way. So fielder's choice for out number 2. Again, just kind of where we are. We'll put it up on screen. Big old pole in the way. Sometimes trying to see around the pole is easier said than done. And I think that was one they strategically decided to take out the speedier runner, which it worked. It wasn't in the infield it carried, so no infield fly. You can do it. It's strategic. And I don't hate it. Grounder now over towards third. This is going to be a long-ranging throw, and they make it. An excellent throw from Hilkert to end the inning. The Midwest Stars, a really good third inning. They played 3, allow none, a net positive for them. But their offense not satisfied once more when we return to the top of the 4th inning. 3-1 your score through 3 innings at the ballpark at Hudson.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. As always, thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for making today's telecast possible, as well the Diamond League. To the 4th inning we go in game number 2 of our doubleheader at the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament. 3-1 your score. The Midwest Stars on top of release as you are watching Travel Baseball on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Just a really good day for baseball altogether. Started off on the warmer side. A sunny game number 1, a good victory 12-4 for release. Game 2, the rain starting to come out, the wind as well. Storms are on the horizon. We'll see if game number 3 at this facility even happens today. But for the Midwest Stars, they are content with the way things are going right now. It's a leadoff single here for Blake Hilkert. Now 2 for 2 on the day. A really good swing from him, just cut right through it, got it down. And now from here, the Midwest Stars get back to work looking to add on to their already good advantage. And the longer this lead stays intact, the better off they will be. And beyond that, the longer this inning goes, the better off they will be, as based on the rules, if we get through the 4th and we are unable to finish, guess what? This is our ending point. So you go from here, you try and win the inning, win the game here potentially. But if not, you go back out for the remaining couple of innings and you show why you deserve to win the inning and the game with it. 2-strike count here on Fender. So far today, 1 for 1, and he will take it low for ball 1. Time locally 12:27 p.m. And once again, the rain, it is expected to come in heavily very soon. Clifford, the 1-2. Fender will take for a ball, and we are even. That's a big league take, and as a Mount Union student getting a Mount Union player in the batter's box, we'll take that one. That's one that we want to see, as in a few years we will have a lot of big shoes to fill in the infield. The 2-2, Fender over towards third is going to be a tough play to make. The throw to one, it is there. A nice chuck across the diamond from Luke Higgins for out number 1. Still a productive out, as that'll move run number 4 into scoring position for the Stars, and that'll bring in Nick Roberts, the left fielder. Struck out swinging his first time up in this game. Once again, there is action in the bullpen for release that'll most likely come into effect after this inning. Of course, just depending on how this one closes out. Roberts, strong grounder, over towards second and through into right field. Perfectly placed by Roberts. They will send the runner home. The play at the plate is not in time. He is safe. A massive call going in favor of the Stars. It's an RBI single for Nick Roberts, driving in Hilkert. Make it 4-1 Midwest. We're going to watch that one back on the replay, as I am not convinced. I mean, that was a perfectly placed ball right into right field. But the relay home, on the replay, that sag did look to be late. From that angle, I agree. I think they got the call right. Definitely a tough one. But I think with replay, it was not an easy decision to make, but the umpire got it right at home. And there is strike one, but a big RBI there. And now it's Mason Stewart stepping in, trying to keep the good times rolling. Just like releasing game number 1, the reason why the Midwest Stars are having so much success, it is their willingness to swing the bat. It is their willingness to be aggressive. This team has put a really good display on today, and it's been fun to watch so far. And it continues, now driven into center field, and it is easily caught that time around for out number 2. Poppy Shock easily able to crash in on it. But the Stars, they're not afraid to take risks and take chances. That'll do them good in a tournament format. And now you're looking at a team, if they win here and take on Premier and win that one too, they could easily make it to Monday. Or there's a chance that both teams do. If this game continues this way and it's a close one start to finish, give me this game again on Monday at Lakewood. Let's see what happens there. Because right now this game has been really, really entertaining. A lot of good plays on both ends. The 0-1 there for a strike as well. Quickly an 0-2 counts. After Williams, we will go back to the top of the order. The wind continuing to pick up here. Runner goes here, the pitch. It's there for strike 3 looking, and the inning is over. The runner does not matter for Chase Clifford. He gets his 4th punchy of the day, but Midwest, they get their 4th run of the day. To the bottom of the 4th inning we go. It's the Stars shining a 4-1 on release.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to the ballpark at Hudson, bottom of the fourth inning. Bobby Berglund leading it off for Release. 4-1 your score. The Midwest Stars on top as you are watching the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Once again, a massive thanks goes out to Hudson Baseball for allowing us to use their press box today. It's raining outside right now. It's going to storm later. Being protected was the only way we could do today's doubleheader. And a big reason why officially we could do it is Hudson's generosity. The 0-1, Berglund puts a piece on it into shallow right field, and it is caught by Artali for out number 1. Got a little bit behind it, kind of lunged towards the baseball. In the end, not enough mustard behind it, and that'll bring up Matt McKee, the shortstop. For a guy who really hasn't played shortstop all too much to step in because of an inactive being announced 20 minutes before game number 1, he has played quite well today. Once again, that was Cole Twardokis supposed to be playing at short. In the end, not here today. Release losing 2 of their starters before the first game was not ideal for them. They battled through it in game number 1 and game number 2, causing a lot of extra issues. But still time for them to get right. We know what this offense can do. They had 2 5 spots in the last game. This offense is one of the best that we are going to cover this summer. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them show that again. And now officially the new arm warming up in the bullpen for Release has a catcher out there. And he is officially in his throwing routine. A lot of stretch and toss over the past inning and a half, but now going to full-on throw. Still having difficulty IDing the new pitcher. The 2-1 misses low for ball 3. After McKee, it'll turn over to Papikash. More back to work. The 3-1. It is high to McKee for ball 4. So Matt McKee will reach for the first time in game number 2. And now that'll bring up Dylan Papishak, the center fielder who flew out to right his first time up. For Release, if you can get at least 1 run this inning, you're back in the right direction. Again, easier said than done, but you go out here, you make some plays happen. Who knows? McKee, he will take off here. The pitch is low. Throw down to second is high. McKee takes his base, now standing at second. A big stolen bag for Release. If they are to rally this inning, they are going to need to take advantage of every single gap they get. Just like that. Had a chance to capitalize on the defense. They do just that. And their second run now stands in scoring position. Of course, Papishak, he was the leadoff man last game. Got on to begin the game and nearly got picked off. In the end, danced around and stayed on the bases. But they have to be careful, but also smart as Papishak drills it into center, but directly to the center fielder for out number 2. McKee, though, in the meantime, will tag up to third. A productive out again for Release. Papishak, a really good drive, just couldn't get it to fall. But the last time we saw Leo D'Angelo, he doubled. He got his to fall and then some. A single would do here. Anything to bring in McKee would do. For Josh Moore, though, if he can go out here and get the out, keep it 4-1, that would be huge for the Midwest Stars. This is a tournament that the old 18U team struggled in last year. But this new group, they want to go out there and represent the Stars and potentially make it to Monday. The 0-1 swing and a miss. D'Angelo just a bit ahead of it. And he is down to his final strike of the inning. A massive spot right here for Josh Moore. Only the 1 strikeout today. A chance to get his second, which will be even bigger than the first. And he will have to wait. That time it's off the dish. Finally, strikeout came out against Jack Collins the last time he saw him. Moore's 1-2. D'Angelo puts it into shallow right center field. Artali is there to make the grab, and the side is retired. This defense will not give an inch to Release. Play after play is made, and it remains 4-1. To the 5th we go. The Stars will be back at the top of the order when we return to Hudson.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to Hudson High School. 4-1 your score as we begin the top of the fifth inning with a strike and a new pitcher on the mound for release. It is going to be Dashiell Hemlick, the junior out of Archbishop Hoban High School. And he gets what he wants, a high jam into right field. And it is caught by Mihalik for out number one. Nice job tracking that one down as well. It appears McKee is now in the outfield. That was actually him in right. So that is one change made defensively by release. But Dashiell Hemlick here, a big spot to try and settle it down. Down by 3, they need to keep this one close. But looking at his statistics, a 78-79 curveball as this one is put again into right field and right to McKee. So 2 up, 2 down, and both go directly to him. And against the top of the order, no less, impressive to start. But again, going back to his exploits, a 78-79 curveball, 73-75 slider, 78-79 change, and he tops that at 91.6 miles per hour on his fastball. There's a reason why Akron wanted him. And he right now is looking like a solid arm. A lot of good contact, a lot of strong pitching from him. The 1-0 will just miss. There's Joey Artali back in the batter's box. A bases clearing 3 RBI double his last time up. Of course, release wants redemption against Artali, who is the reason why they are losing. His hit alone is the difference. And you go forward from here, just looking at where we are time-wise. We still have plenty of time to finish this game. We're probably going to play 7. So a lot of work left to do for both teams, but release, they get the job done in the top of the 5th. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Going to the bottom of the 5th, this offense needs to find their stride. Collins, Mihalik, Higgins, 8 through 10, try to do just that here at the ballpark.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Jack Collins leads off for release in the bottom of the fifth inning. 4-1 your score. The Midwest Stars on top as you are watching the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. So far today, Josh Moore only one strikeout. His defense has picked them up on numerous occasions. But even more than that, the big takeaway is how well that he has pitched. A lot of forced pop-ups, pop-outs, you name it. He has been stellar. Some great defensive plays too, knowing the covers, knowing the scenarios. And it is a big reason why this Midwest Stars team has looked like a group that has been playing together for the past couple of months, not just coming together today. He's 9 outs away from getting one of the biggest wins as a Star. I believe this will be his first as well. But I doubt against a team like this, it'll happen the same way again as he gets his second strikeout of the day. You look at the roster he's going up against, it's just so talented top to bottom. And the Stars last year, different group of players, yes, but the same age group struggled in this tournament. So if they can come out here and flip the script against arguably the best team and the favorite to win the pod, that says a lot about where they're going in the next couple of weeks. If you want to look at travel ball as, hey, you have 6 to 8 odd weeks. Every week's a new season. Go out and win as many trophies as you can. Season 1 is going quite well so far, albeit in game number 1. But if they can win like this, it is sustainable. And the key thing, only one run allowed. That's huge going forward. The 1-1, a good rip over towards third, and it's caught. What a snag. Hilkert is having the game of his life as well. 2 for 2 and a couple of nice plays at third. 2 down. Now that time the defense picked him up. That was completely defense. It was impressive too. But this Midwest Stars team can really be a threat in the 18U division going forward if this is going to be their standard. The 1-0 grounder over towards second and through into right field. It's a 2-out base knock for Luke Higgins, and that'll bring us back to Trey Powers at the top. So some light for release down the stretch in the 5th inning. Still some time to potentially get a run on the board. And with the rain coming down against a team that is primarily contact pitching, you could see a couple of uncanny errors come into effect. For release, you need your strikeout guys. You need to make sure the defense can stay good, yes, but that you don't live and die by the fact that it's going to be raining and you're going to need to make some plays in that rain as this one is down in center field. So that'll put 2 on as Powers is now 2 for 3 on the day, and here comes Braden Harrison. It does, of course, sound counterintuitive to say, of course, you can't rely on your defense, but my point is, the less that they have to touch the ball, the better. I've had to play in the pouring rain before. It's never easy. One wrong slip, one wrong miscue, and everybody follows you down. It happens. But this Midwest Stars team, they have played strong defense all together today. And they're making plays that even some high school teams who have been playing together for years would struggle to make with that kind of chemistry. If there's anybody that can navigate the rain as a contact team, it's this group. But for Harrison, one swing of the bat can change his fortune along with his team's. And what a storyline that would be if it happens. Moore Back to work. A good drive off towards the left side, and it's going to get through. They will send home the lead runner. The relay home is not in time. It'll be an RBI single for Braden Harrison. And that'll make it 4-2. The tying run now stands at first for Release. That is how they change their fortunes. A beautiful swing from Harrison. He has been waiting for a drive like that. He gets his opportunity, and he doesn't waste it. It's an Oppo Taco for the lefty. Higgins comes around. Power is still at third, or rather at second, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some motion. And Cam Pesh, who drove in the game's first run, now steps in, a chance to do extra damage. And depending on how good of a swing he has, he could tie this game up. And there's ball one. So the question is for Moore, when is he talked to? They really don't have any substitutions. When do you get somebody warm? Or do you have to wait until the next inning to warm up an arm? Or just kind of put somebody out there cold and give them the 8 pitches to get ready? The 1-0 is low for ball two. This is where tournament baseball becomes a really big chess match, especially when you only have 11 guys. It's tough to figure out where everybody should fit in and how to accommodate everybody. The 2-0 runner's going to go, and the ball is going to get away from the catcher. So Powers now stands at third. Harrison now at second. The tying run in scoring position. One more ball, though. The bases will be loaded, and that'll bring up Bobby Berglund. So time is now called. And now the question is, do you make the call to the bullpen? Do you change your pitcher? Or do you let him try to get out of this jam? It's not an easy decision no matter what you go with. You leave him in, it doesn't go well. A great start, no longer remembered. If it goes well, you get out of the inning, great. It is just such a tough spot to be in. You're playing so well in your tournament/season opener. You want to continue it. You want to take risks, yes. But when it's all said and done, you want to win. And I think right now, Josh Moore is your best chance to win. You keep him on the mound, and you let him work out of it. Now, if Pesh gets on here and Berglund clears the bases, then yes, you make the call. But let's see it first. Morris 3-0 will miss for ball four. So now the bases are loaded, and here comes Bobby Berglund. A double and fly out for him so far today, but one swing of the bat can continue his great start to summer ball. Already won player of the game honors back in game number 1. And deservingly too. Right now for Release, swinging. You don't do it. You wait to see a strike unless it's perfect. Let them come to you. Moore's 1-0. Berglund, he takes the flight to the Stars. A deep drive to right and is going to get down. Powers will score. Harrison will score. And they will also send around Pesh. He scores too. Just like that, one swing of the bat. It is a 3 RBI single for Bobby Berglund. The game flips on its head again. Make it 5-4 Release. What a day at the office for Bobby Berglund. Just continues to put the pieces together. Now has 5 RBIs and 2 extra base hits across the last 2 games. Incredible. And out of nowhere, too. The Stars were 1 out away. But Release, they flip the script. And now the Stars, they have 6 outs to play with. The 0-1, McKee will take strike 2. A massive 4-run inning for Release. And they might not be done. Moore is 0-2. McKee takes it low. Once again, up next, it is going to be Premier versus the Midwest Stars. That game will not be streaming here. Only a doubleheader for us today. Moore's 1-2. Berglund breaks. The throw down to second is not in time. Add a stolen base to the already impressive resume today for Bobby Berglund. What more do you want him to do? Triple that brought in 2 runs. Double. 3 RBI single. Arguably the best possible start to his travel ball season. And before the 2-2, time is called by the home plate umpire. This release team, they always wreak havoc. 4 runs. If you score 1 more, it is your third 5 spot of the day. They score their runs in bunches. And they know that based on how many runs they've allowed so far, they need to be at their best. Up to now, 8 runs allowed. I mean, not terrible through 2 games. But if you're going for the top of the bracket, you're going to see somebody put up some video game numbers, which of course you won't know because you were the only team to play in your first time slot. And in game slot number 2, I believe you were the first start time too. So you're not going to know what you need until the end of the day. The 2-2, swing and a miss from McKee, and the inning is over. Moore gets his 3rd strikeout, but just an at-bat too late. Bobby Berglund does it again for release. 3-run score on an RBI single from the catcher. To the 6th we go. We have a new ball game. Release up 5-4 on the Midwest Stars.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Once again, we have a ball game at Hudson. 5-4 release, back on top after a 4-run 5th inning. An impressive response from Release, who has been trailing for quite a while in this game. But once again, Bobby Berglund, he flips the script and Release. They can benefit. Count 1-1 to get things underway here in the top of the 6th inning. Cyndia, Eastep, Hilkert, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Stars. And right now, Hamlick, he is wasting no time just gunning in pitch after pitch. Release wants to get out of here with the win. Hanging on right now. They need 6 outs to walk out of here 2-0 on the day. The 2-1 misses low for ball 3. At the same time, the Stars, they need 1 run to tie and 2 to take the lead. And based on the time frame that we have, if this game were to be tied after 7, odds are we would have 1 inning of extras to play. And with that leadoff walk, Cyndia now represents the tying run for the Stars at first. Outside of 0-0, this game has yet to be tied. It was 1-0, then 3 runs scored. It was 4-2, then 3 runs scored for Release. No intersection. It's always been somebody up, except for 0-0. The 1-0 fouled back. I do think that shows how strong both teams are, that they've each had an inning that really knocked our socks off. Going forward, both teams are going to be big threats. And that's good for the local area. You have a great 17U release team here and a great 18U Midwest Stars team that can easily dominate their respective groupings, as this one is put up the middle and into center field. It just sneaks through the middle of the infield. And just like that, 2 runners are on now for Blake Hilkert, who is already 2 for 2 today. But John Estep, he steps up again for his team. He did it so many times for Kent Roosevelt this season. 2-time Suburban League honors, senior captain, 4-year letter winner for a reason for the Riders. And that one is some chin music. A little greeting for Blake Hilkert, the third baseman. As well, caught a great line out earlier on in the game. The Stars, just like that, are back in it in what has quickly become an amazing game. I think when it's all said and done this summer, if this game, again, continues to go along the same path that it is right now, it is going to be one of the best games that we will see. The 2-0 connects on the outer edge for strike one. Once again, join us tomorrow from Lakewood High School beginning at 9 a.m. for 5 games, 2 pool play, 3 tournaments. The 2-1 is high for ball 3. Then on Monday, we'll have 3 tournament games for the 18U division at Lakewood to round out the Diamond League tournament for this year. 3-1 on Hilkert with Fender in the on-deck circle. And there is ball 4. The bases are loaded with none down. Walk, single, walk. What does release do? Do you warm somebody else up? Do you have somebody else? Is this going to be Hemlick finishing it out? But the bigger question, what can Andrew Fender do right here? 1 for 2 on the day. Can he give the Stars the swing they have been looking for? And again, he will take strike 1. A lot of pressure right here. Maybe the biggest at-bat of the day so far. And in the rain, no less. You can definitely tell when looking out to our left on the porch, it is starting to pull up a little bit. Kind of as expected. It was always going to be a wetter afternoon at Hudson. Fender gets a piece, fouling it back. Count 1 and 2 on the DH with Roberts in the on-deck circle, followed by Mason Stewart. Get the out here at the plate. Double play gets you out of the inning. And then you go to the 6th inning. What do you want to do defensively? Pitching. Does Josh Moore stay on the mound? Or do you bring somebody else in and hope they can nail it down? Of course, none of that matters right now as you're trying to tie this game up or take back the lead that you just surrendered. But I said it earlier. If the Midwest Stars are to beat Release, they would need to score at least 6 runs. Right now, that is absolutely true. They would need 6 to win. Release has 5. This game has kind of gone at least semi how I expected. If it was 5-4 at this point, you would have told me that, then yes. Otherwise, no. The 1-2 misses high. But the Midwest Stars, after Release controlled their last game, have really made them work for this. Fender takes the 2-2 high, and we are full. A ball here, and we're tied. Here's the payoff pitch. Fender swings and misses. A massive punch out for Dashiell Hemlick. 1 down. And just like that, a double play gets you out of the inning. No damage done. Again, easier said than done. But I think that'll take a little bit of pressure off of this defense. Not too much, though, as here comes Nick Roberts. Roberts has the right idea, but fouls it off. For Dashiell Hemlick, if he can come out here and, after having some really big struggles to begin the inning, settle it down the way that he is currently looking to do, that would be so impressive for him. And a great way to begin his summer campaign as well. For a game that is just in pool play, for one team, their first game of the summer, it feels like there's a lot more on the line. The 0-1, he gets well underneath it, and again, it is foul. Worst case scenario for the Stars would be not scoring at all here. You have the pieces in place, bases loaded. with none down, too. Now 1. And this could be it. They will get the out at home. The relay to 1. They got it done. A 1-2-3 double play. The inning is over. And for the second time today, Release gets out of a bases loaded jam. Excellent all the way around. Hemlick, Berglund, and Collins, they do their job perfectly. As I said, the double play, you have to be weary of it. The defense took care of business. They got the out they wanted the most and then went for the gold and got it. Now Release's offense, a chance to add on to their lead when we return. 5-4 your score. It is Release hanging on against the Midwest Stars.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Release's defense with maybe their best defensive stand of the day. Bases loaded, none down, and they allow a grand total of 0 runs. They hang on to their 1-run lead and look to expand on it here as Popyshak will swing and miss. It's Dylan Popyshak followed by Leo D'Angelo and Jack Collins. 6-8 due up in the bottom of the 6th inning as Release looks to solidify their offensive case to win this game. But the Midwest Stars were so close, yet so far in the top of the 6th inning. They were knocking on the door of a tie or the lead, just couldn't get it done. And now they have 3 outs to play with. And I think it is going to be a lot of small ball. You're going to try and force across that run, and then from there, it could be a chance for Release to walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. Moore's 1-2 will skip in, and it's blocked. I do think this is the right call, though, keeping Josh Moore on the mound. Did allow some of those runs, but otherwise, he pitched valiantly today. And you can't pin everything on the pitcher. There's a defense behind him. It's a team. Everybody is accountable. Chopper up the middle, a tough play to make at short. The throw to 1. It is not in time. The throw is just a hair late. An excellent attempt, though, by Macaron at short. Stewart's stretch was helpful, too, but Popyshak is able to leg out the leadoff infield single. And he just got there by the skin of his teeth. We'll watch it back on the replay. I do agree in real time with the call that he was safe. But that was far from a routine play, and that stretch, yes, I think Popyshak just beat it out. Incredible hustle, though, from Release to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. And now Leo D'Angelo will step in and take strike 1. Just like in game number 1, stick with us after our final commercial break as we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. For Release, a lot of good candidates, but right now something tells me it'll be a very familiar face. Of course, we still have plenty of game left to go in game number 2, so that could change. The 0-1 D'Angelo, a good rope into left field and down. Back-to-back base knocks to begin the 6th for Release. And that'll bring up Jack Collins. Leo D'Angelo has put it together offensively in game number 2. He is 2 for 3 with a single and double. Both really good drives. He is barreling up the baseball. This is what Release does best. They get their best swing, and they drive it. And that has worked out quite well so far. For Jack Collins, you bring in a few runs here, that could really solidify Release's win. But you're still far ways away from confirming it. unless he does this. A good drive, but not deep enough. There is the catch in center for out number 1. And the lead runner will tag up. So Poppy Shock now stands at third. And D'Angelo will stay put at first. Bottom of the corners, and that'll bring in Mihalik. I want to be surprised, though, to see him take off here from first, put 2 in scoring position, and try to see him bring one in. But it is going to be Cole Twardokis coming in for the first time today, so he is here. We'll see what he can do after a good junior campaign over at Hawken. And his first swing is fouled away. But looking at Cole Twardokis, the junior out of Hawken, 4 innings of work, a .22 ERA, hitting a .342 batting average, 7 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, and 30 RBIs in 2026, a part of a 21-8 Hawken Hawks team. And their season in the end was ended by St. Vincent St. Mary 6-0 in the district final. 1-1 on Cole Twardokis. Runner goes from first, fake throw down, and obviously no attempt made at second. And now 2-1 on Twardokis. In the on-deck circle after him, it'll go to Luke Higgins. But a big spot for him, but potentially you could see him come on to throw. Just depends on the situation in the 7th. The 2-1, Twardokis, a good shot deep to left center field, and it is down. 1 run will score at least. They will send a second on home. The play at the plate won't happen. It's a 2 RBI single for Cole Twardokis. Make it 7-4 release. The Hawken Hawk steps up in a big way. His first summer at bat, he drives in a pair. He wasn't here earlier, but he's here now, and that's what matters for this release team. Adding on the RBIs from the spring, up to 32 on the year. Really impressive work from him. Time now called, and we'll see if Moore's Day will be done here or not. And it looks like it is going to be. And it will. So we will have the call to the bullpen here for the Midwest Stars. When we return, it is going to be John Estep on the mound for the Stars, now down 7-4, courtesy of Cole Twardokis' 2 RBI single.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
John Estep is ready to go on the mound for the Midwest Stars as we return to the action at the ballpark at Hudson, bottom of the 6th inning. And before we see a pitch, Twardokis will get a salvo from the new pitcher. Replacing Estep over at second base, it is going to be the EH in Michael Cindia as well. His first pitch of the day will find the zone for strike 1. Moore did all he could, but in the end, just too tall of a task. Releases offense. Found the rhythm at the right time. High pop-up this time, though, from Higgins. Has a chance to get down and left, but it will be tracked down. A nice job getting there for out number 2. That was Roberts able to crash in on it to make the play, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Trey Powers, the DH. Looking ahead to the top of the 7th inning, the last chance for the Stars, it's Stewart, Williams, and Macarone. 9, 10, and 1 due up. The lefty Powers, though, today has been impressive. 2 for 3. And I'm sure game number 3 today, the rain will be a really, really big factor in it. That game, once again, will not be streamed. Twardokis, he will break for second. The throw down is not in time. It's a stolen base for the Hawk and Hawk. So 2 RBIs, a base hit, and a stolen base. Not too shabby for Twardokis over here in the 6th. The 1-0 to Powers. A chopper up the middle, picked up by Estep, an excellent extension, and the flick is more than in time at first to retire the side. The defense has made their stand after Twardokis drove in a pair. To the top of the 7th inning we go. 3 outs to play with. The Stars needing 3 to tie, 4 to take the lead here at Hudson.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Last chance for the Midwest Stars in game number 2 of our doubleheader. 7-4 your score. Release on top. Cole Twardokis bringing in a pair in the 6th. This is a big spot right now for Release. They have played well down the stretch. They have battled back into this game, played in the last 6. Can they hold on for 3 more outs? That's the question. And as things stand, it is going to be Hemlick in line for the win, coming in and really saving the day for Release defensively. Clifford had a quality start to begin. Midwest got to him towards the end of it. But Hemlick, 1 strikeout, really hasn't allowed anything, and it is Stewart, Williams, and Marcarone. 9, 10, and 1 due up for the Stars this inning. The 2-0 jammed up and fouled away. Count now 2-1. Once again, the rain coming down, but not as vehemently as we once expected at this time, which is good for these games. There are games, I believe, starting as late as 8:15 tonight in the Sam Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament across the way. So it'll be interesting to see how those games fare late. 3 balls, 1 strike the counts. And there is strike 2. We are full. But a really good day to begin our summer ball coverage here on SmeeSports. A lot of games last summer, and we look to do the same here. The payoff pitch is there for strike 3 looking. It's 1 up, 1 down. Hemlick hit second punch out of the afternoon. Going back to my tangent there, really grateful for all the support we received last summer and during this past scholastic season, fall, winter, and spring, record numbers across the board. So we thank all of our viewers for tuning in, whether it be for one broadcast or for a whole host of them. It was a fun ride during the 25-26 school year, and now our sights are set towards the 26-27 campaign. But of course, before we get there, we have plenty of summer ball games, which might include some basketball as well. The 1-0 connects for strike one. This is where we kind of see a lot of Ohio's top talents from across the board. Hamlick's 1-1 misses low for ball two. Of course, we have our schools that we cover quite a bit. But that does leave out a lot of top-tier talents from across Northeast Ohio. That's the nice thing about summer. You get to see a lot of different players from different schools come out here and show what they have. Hamlick's 3-1 will miss for ball four. So Eddie Williams will draw the walk, and that'll bring us to Teddy Macarone at the top of the order for the Midwest Stars. 2 outs to play with. They need 3 runs. The top of the order is where they are going to get it done. You also do have Artali waiting in the wings. He is in the hole. You get to Artali. If he doesn't get it done, I think you're okay with that. I think just based on how the game has gone, you give Artali a chance to tie up the game. You go with whatever happens. It is what it is. I think we've said that about a couple of other players before with Alliance, with a Bo Davis. If you get to him and it doesn't happen, so be it. But a lot of that does rely on getting a couple of extra guys in place for Artali to try and do the same thing again. Here's the 0-2, and it's well high. A good take there from Macarone, who so far today has grounded out, has bunted out, and has flown out to right. Hamlick back to work, gets the swing and miss on the high heat. Third strikeout of the day for Dashiell Hamlick, his second of the inning. And the Midwest Stars are down to their final out. 2 down now in the top of the 7th for Jacob Garcia, the center fielder. A pair of outs along with a walk for him today. Release knocking on the door of a 2-0 start to the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League tournaments. And that would get them one step closer to the tournament championships on Monday. You win both here, you split tomorrow. Odds are we will see this team at Lakewood on Monday afternoon. Hamlick's 1-1 fouled away, and just like that, the Stars are down to their final strike. If this result holds, Release outscoring their opponents 19-8 today. Here's the 1-2, and it hangs high. Once again in the on-deck circle is the tying run in Joey Artali. Based on how he has swung the bat today, you live and die by it if you get there. He can at least get you close. And I think Release also knows they do not want to see him. The 2-2, Garcia, a poke over towards second, bobbled. The throw to one, it is not in time. The head first dive is enough. What an effort from Jacob Garcia to get in there. Full extension, he wanted it and he got it. That is the definition of giving it all for your team. It doesn't matter who these guys play for, they will give 100% effort. Exhibit A. That was not an easy play. He benefited from the bobble, but just dove in there, and now it's Artali's turn. Joey Artali followed by Michael Cyndia. 3 RBIs on a double earlier on today for Artali. The 1-0 gets well underneath it, a shot out into right field, and it will be caught. Collins tracks it down, and Release will get the win 7-4. As I said, you get to Artali, you live with what happens. The Stars gave him a chance, but Release's defense slams the door shut. Release now 2-0 in pull play. When we return, we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville as you are watching the Tim Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
Welcome back to the ballpark at Hudson. 7-4 your final in game number 2 over a header. Doubleheader once again released, gets the win. And once again, as we toss it back up here, one man is to thank offensively. And with it, your player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. He won player of the game for both games. It's Bobby Berglund. The 3 RBI single. It blew the game open. 4-2 before the swing. 5-4 after. And Release never looked back. This Release team, they are looking stellar, and I would be surprised if we don't see them again on Monday. This team has so much talent top to bottom. When Twardokis came in, 1 at-bat, brought in 2 runs, singled, and stole a base. You have him on the mound for a tournament championship, or at least in the lineup? Look out. He has another weapon this team has, Release. They know how to produce top teams. They have been doing it for years, and yet again, they are doing it today, and all across the board. You saw Rocky's team get a nice win yesterday. Vince Dolcemaschio now 2-0 as a Release head coach. A lot of the teams are starting to pick it up here. Release is winning everything and anything that is put in front of them. It is a good sign of things to come for them that they are being so consistent, albeit in only game number 2 of the young summer season. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFist 2024 on Twitter. As well, go down below and subscribe. While there is no added cost, it greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. Up next, 5 games on tap tomorrow, all at Lakewood High School. 3 pool play games for the 15U division, and then, 2 games of pool play, and then 3 tournament games. We have the 2 semifinals, and then it all culminates at 6 p.m. with the 15U Sam Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament Championship game at Lakewood High School. And we'll do it again on Monday. It'll begin at around 3:15 p.m. at Lakewood High School. We'll have 2 semifinals for the 18U division, and then after that, we will have the championship game at around 8 p.m. Should be another fun night of baseball. On Tuesday, as things stand, it'll be some WRCL action, I believe, from Baldwin Wallace University. And then rounding out this kind of stretch of coverage on Wednesday, we will have our first 3 965 Midwest Challenge broadcasts of the season beginning at 11 a.m. over at Kent State University. But that'll do it for us here today at the ballpark at Hudson. Once again, thank you to Hudson Baseball for allowing us to use their press box today to cover both games. A beautiful box, really like it. It's off-center, but still a really good place to watch a game, and on our end, a really good place to broadcast a game. Overall, what a day for Release. 12-4 in game number 1, 7-4 in game number 2. Release baseball under Vince Dolcemaschio, 2-0 to begin the season. But I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Hudson, and we will see you again next time. This has been the Sam Lally Memorial Diamond League Tournament Championships on the SmeeSports YouTube channel.